Chapstick.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy.
Hey, look at his record, man. He cold with it. And his name is Ice Cold.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our
These top fighters aren't allowed to pick Terrence Crawford or fucking Sugar Ray Robinson. They're banned.
Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. Juan Manuel Marquez, one of the greatest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton,
Where the fuck is
England.
Chops?
Here is the Olympic silver medalist.
What a pleasure to be in this.
He is ghetto. He got like 1,000 tattoos.
Offensive display. The straight right just misses. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punching. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Let's see how the corner... What do we expect to see here in round 2? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Right jab. It's bombs away. A big whiff with the right hook. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Caution being thrown to the wind. The right hook just missed. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are right.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but some... Let's get it started in round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
That left hook missed. Punch, counter punch. That jab misses. Both men step back for just a moment. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in 1 shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That left hook missed. Do you believe what we are seeing? He missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away.
There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Beautiful counter punch. Looking to land the hook. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. On to the 5th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Missing with the left hook. So much for defensive abilities. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope that...
Round 7, here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Hook misses. Nobody home with that hook. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Put him back in his place.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who can... I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and you continue.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And Juan Manuel Marquez goes to the canvas. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Listen to me. Are you okay?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every
Bro,
round
GG's.
in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
I already know what DBZ is gonna say. Damn, bro, he did you dirty. You know what I mean? The last Chapstick. I'm gonna title it Cripto versus MIQ. The last Chapstick. Yo, GG's, bro. You finally got what you wanted, man. You waited 6 months, bro. You had all that time to get better. I don't know what the fuck you was doing, man. I gave you some time. And you picked your main, Marquez. Woo! You seen what I did when he tried to pick Terrence Crawford? He was an asshole, right? He went straight to Bud. I was like, no, you fucking don't.